My child, to thee it given to understand the secrets of my heart, to enter devoutly into them, to direct them fully to thy progress. Hear then the secrets which are hidden from the world. Learn thou the good things which worldlings understand not. Behold, walking in the way of the cross, I, the Creator, have gone before my creatures. I, the Redeemer, before those whom I had set free. I, a father, before my children, and to all men have I made it known that whosoever is willing to be a partaker of the unutterable bliss which awaits me at the end of the journey should, with the proper interior disposition of heart, deny himself and follow me. But many hearing this have said at all times, this is a hard saying, and who can hear it? And thenceforth many withdrew and walked with me no more. The saints, however, and all they that were really willing to sanctify themselves received my invitation with a thankful heart, and judged that their happiness, even upon earth, consisted in being with me, in suffering with me, and in persevering with me through every trial unto the end. And indeed, my child, what good is there on earth which may not be found in suffering with me? Here is true glory, a glory which is worthy of the divine approval, a glory which does not pass away with this world, a glory which shall endure and be exalted forevermore. This is the hidden treasure wherewith is bought the kingdom of heaven, with its entire unending blessedness. This is the pure delight exceeding all the feelings. For if thou arrivest at this, that thou rejoicest in suffering with me, thou obtainest possession of a spiritual paradise of delights upon earth. Whilst everything flows on according to nature's inclinations, and whilst no trouble oppresses the heart, a person is wont to cling to creatures, to turn rarely toward me, and to feel it irksome to busy himself with the things of eternity. But when he labors under adversity and is pressed by afflictions, he turns again to his heart. He perceives how vain, how perishable are all the things of this world. He flies for aid to me, whom he finds by experience most of all needed by himself. Therefore, my child, the kind providence of my heart is wont so to act that they who are affluent with the possessions of this world do not enjoy them without inconvenience, in order that thus they may be excited the more easily and effectively to seek the treasures of the life to come. For if they possessed a quiet and undisturbed felicity amid worldly riches, they would perhaps not even think of laying up heavenly treasures. It is then a merciful dispensation that evils abound in the world, lest the world might be loved and its votaries might perish. As fire consumes rust and purifies gold, so sufferings exhaust and deaden the passions and render virtues more pure and precious. By tribulation properly endured, my child, thou redeemest thy sins, and thou satisfiest the divine justice for punishments still due, insomuch that in this manner thou canst have here a slight and consoling purgatory, from which through the gates of death thou mayest deserve to wing thy flight to joys everlasting. What is there that can make thee merit more than sufferings endured with a proper disposition of heart? For behold, light and momentary tribulations work out for thee an even enduring weight of glory. Every affliction will add a new jewel to thy heavenly crown, which shall glitter with as many rays as thou hast performed acts of virtue. In adversity, man is freed from many false notions and errors, and instructed in many ways. Happy he that in the school of affliction is taught to be wise in all things. What does he know who has never experienced adversity, has never endured aught, either inwardly or outwardly? And wherein can he be useful in counsel or guidance, either to himself or to others? Wherefore, child, do not lose courage when thou art tried or reproved by me, for whomsoever I love, him do I lovingly reprove, in order to train him, and in him as a father in his son am I well pleased. Thou shouldest therefore justly be glad amid sufferings, since therein thou mayest have an indication of my esteem for thee, and a token of the fatherly love of my heart. There is scarcely aught else to be found which produces a greater confidence in my heart, or a freer access to it, than to suffer willingly for my sake. When thou art about to die, my child, thou wilt rejoice over no circumstance of thy life so securely, nor find so safe a consolation in aught else as in the most agreeable remembrance of having suffered much with me. Very many study to shun the way of humiliation and affliction, pleading as an excuse that they can both better glorify God and help their neighbor in a more agreeable way. What a delusion! They do not see God nor their neighbor but themselves. For the glory of God and the salvation of the neighbor are not to be promoted according to man's, but according to God's good pleasure. Now God indicated to his Son the manner of glorifying on earth his majesty and of saving the lost world. And this manner the Son followed by suffering, and by suffering he made it known to man. My child, do thou follow this path which I myself have trodden and showed to thee, and that thou mayest be able to keep it. Pray thou frequently and fervently, But whilst praying, ponder thou devotedly all my sorrows of every kind, and the supernatural dispositions of my heart all the while. Do not consult merely natural inclinations or purely human feelings, but by means of supernatural principles elevate thyself above sensible things and view tribulations as sent by the divine will, and inasmuch as thou art able, embrace them affectionately. Courage then, my child, cheer on thy heart. Behold me and all the saints with me, cheerfully treading the path of sufferings. Be thou bold to follow with me, nothing is to be feared. The company is select, the way safe, the goal certain, the reward everlasting.